Vinny, it turns out they're still making video games for other platforms.
Patrick, it looks like they're still making video games for us. We've winnowed down the last of the Ratchet fans to this room. Possibly a few stragglers out there watching this right now. Join together into our Ratchets Anonymous Club.
Man, do I love this series.
I
didn't come into it till the PS3 for whatever reason. But I started with Ratchet Clank Future Tools of Destruction. And that was a great game, but I think A Crack in Time is probably one of the best games of this generation.
Huh. That's your game of the generation? Go get in there and...
No, but it's a really good game.
This looks pretty good.
Yeah, this looks really nice.
This is, where does this fit in? This is into the Nexus?
Yeah, I believe this takes place after A Crack in Time, which if you did not play A Crack in Time dealt with one of the ongoing mysteries of the Ratchet and Clank games, which was
what's a Lumbox?
Who Ratchet is? I think it's Lombax?
Lumbox?
Now,
sure.
See, now you're gonna get me screwed up.
What's a
Lombox?
What's the thing? What's Daxter?
You know, like the Ratchet and Daxter. So I think this takes place after that, but I could not even tell you what I'm doing right now. It sort of doesn't matter. Even this morning, Drew tried to ask me, like, what's the subtitle to this new one? I was like, it's Into the Nexus.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Because it's a...
Uh-huh.
I don't get it.
Done and done.
It's a Crytek game.
Much as I like these games, they see, like, sexual puns. Not necessarily my favorite thing about it. Just not that funny. So they also have upgrades in this game, which I think, like, you've always, you know, accumulated experience points, and like those have been powered up through using the weapons. But now you can do like very specific upgrades. Those green ones are hidden upgrades that if you surround the upgrades around it, you can unlock them. I think you can probably unlock it here with this one.
Are there fewer weapons? So this, we should say that this is a $30 game.
Uh-huh.
It's downloadable only?
Yes. No, there is a Blu-ray disc, I believe.
Okay. And they had Age of Booty, which was a kind of like a move in their digital. I don't know if they ever did a box copy of that.
Is it really called Age of Booty?
Yeah.
Quest for Booty.
Quest for Booty. Sorry.
Age of Booty is a different
Age of Booty is a different game. Quest for Booty. And I didn't really enjoy Quest for Booty as much.
I liked that one because it was a much more hardcore platformer. Which these games are normally pretty platformy light. They're much more about the combat, which is part of what makes them...
I thought it was missing some of the production finesse.
That's definitely true.
Like these games always have such great animation and great voice acting, and I just love the design on them.
So let's see. Let's see what I got some pretty good. So I've got like a third of the weapons. I doubt that this will be like the other more fleshed out Ratchet games where you have like potentially more than in the weapon wheel, but I can't say that for sure. I really like this one.
This is the Nightmare
Box. Yeah. Throws out this guy that temporarily stuns them. I think that's kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
I love the like actual description. Oh, it's not up here, but it's like, throw out an enemy from a parallel dimension, which in some ways I just feel bad. Like I brought that guy over here and then I'm just gonna leave him here.
Wait, he never goes away?
He dies, but I don't think he actually disappears. I have not used this one. This is like, I guess, like a shotgun equivalent. You got your bombs, Omni Blaster, which is kind of your pistol.
Right.
The art direction in this game is stupendous. It looks really good.
There's some weird stuff as you're panning around, like, I don't know what it is, like artifacting or something on... Yeah, something looked kind of funny.
Next-gen elitist. Gets a little framey. But in addition to you powering up your weapons, you're also leveling up Ratchet. Which I just can't remember what the mechanics were of
what happens
A Crack in Time. Were you leveling up Ratchet as well?
What does he get?
Right now it's just been more health. Damn it.
Can you lock onto this guy?
I should probably jump over him. I didn't jump over any of those.
I think you got maybe the first one, then you just gave up.
Just said whatever.
Did you throw out the nightmare box?
Probably should have.
Oh, jeez.
I wish I wouldn't lost 6 health already right there. That was probably stupid.
Seems like a pretty good gun.
Yeah, I like that one. I have to stick with that one for. It's just my. That's my.
I feel like you could lock on in the future games.
I don't think I mean, you might have. I just never did
because
that.
you could do like hops left and right, almost like strafes.
Let's see. Nope. No controller stuff. Whatevs. Oh, he's got a life bar. I didn't see that.
Are you really gonna try it?
He does not seem terrified of it. Jeez, that's pretty fast. I bet it's gonna come left to right. Which one is that? Boom. I leveled up pretty hard. So you're leveling them up, but then you have to go unlock a lot of the upgrades in the upgrade tree. I didn't mean to make those robots sad. We're heading to an orphanage.
Is that, oh really? Huh.
Oh, so you got like the hopscotch. I'm not sure what that game is.
Football.
Tic-tac-toe. I don't like those sounds. So one of the new mechanics can do like little portal type things. They're very basic in terms of how you can manipulate them, but you can have them run into each other so that you can kind of move yourself in more complicated directions. Oh. I probably should have set this up.
Oh, looks like you're good.
You can also slow yourself down. You can fire at enemies through this during the times when that is necessary. But yeah, like these, like the character platformer was like, big thing during like the SNES era to like a horrendous degree. And then Ratchet and Clank is one of the few ones that kind of broke through in the PS2, PS3 era, but we don't get a lot of games like this anymore.
I told him I wanted to go there.
At least not
He says Nev and I have been in this world too long.
a decent amount of good ones.
But maybe we can bring them here.
Well, it's just the market's kind of cornered. You've got Mario games and Sonic games. Like a lot of them are very brand specific that succeed largely on existing characters to try and reinvent themselves.
Of the sector.
I should be using.
Always use the nightmare box.
Well, I'm always part of what I love about the games, especially when they introduce the ability to upgrade your weapons through use, is that it gets me out of my comfort zone of, well, I'll just keep using this weapon over and over again. Because you get the psychological compulsion loop to want to upgrade, but it makes the combat more fun because you're constantly changing your strategy just to try and fill everything up.
We may be able to amplify the anomalies and bring out Mr. I. Of course, we'll need some room to experiment. Nev says he knows.
So you use credits to buy new weapons, and then this raritarium is what you use to actually upgrade the individual weapons.
Hiccup in the space-time continuum. She's talking about the Great Clock.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the Great Clock. That's so it must be definitely after Crack in Time.
This is such a dumb thing to say, but I'd really like to see this on like a PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
Xbox
but
One.
I think Ratchet and Clank would look. God, I mean, it's funny to think that a game like Ratchet and Clank Future was like one of the really early PS3 games that was sort of like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
it looked great.
Because the game itself was pretty similar to what you played in the past, but the big giant, like the giant environments,
And all the
especially the stuff that
colors
was
and
around
everything.
you, man, it was cool. What a great series. When I remember looking at the HD remakes that they did, they put out one of those for the PS3, and you know, it looked all right, but kind of tough to go back to some of that stuff. And then Clank also has sort of his own mechanic in this one. We'll hopefully come across one. He's able to travel into another dimension, and he's got kind of like a Crack in Time, like his own little puzzle element.
Okay, like camera comes in and
Yeah, it becomes sort of a 2D game. So I've heard this game is pretty short, but I don't know what that means quite yet. But if I had to like take a guess, my gut says that's like 6 hours, but I don't know that for sure.
is there any kind of traveling in this? Do you get the ship or?
I think so. I mean, you know, there are times when
Like different planets or?
I don't know.
Okay.
So this is the only planet I've been on, but you know, when I started the game, I started out like kind of over in this area, and even though you had a direction you were supposed to go in,
Yeah, it's just been explored.
You could kind of explore around a little bit. You know, it's not open world, but they don't too harshly restrict you from getting around. Ammo. Really just gonna keep upgrading this nightmare box. Actually, I was almost done getting another hidden upgrade. Oh, good. Increases the amount of ammo picked from ammo crates. I assume if there are no more weapons for me to purchase in that weapon box,
Yeah.
that the other ones must be a part of different stages. Okay, here we go.
Oh, weird.
So now it becomes 2D, but if I hit the D-pad, or wait, no, yeah, the right analog stick, I can manipulate the gravity and kind of move Clank around in really crazy ways.
Whoa.
Ooh, don't do that.
That is really weird.
You know, and you can still kind of jump around, or you can just really just kind of float your way through.
Kind of bizarre.
Yeah. There we go. What do I have to do here?
Oh, so you're actually manipulating the gravity of the level, not just on Clank.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ah!
I would assume you wouldn't want to touch that.
So now I'm gonna wake this guy up. You're trying to bring these guys through the rift, which then like it just triggers a space-time continuum explosion that allows you to.
That's a good thing?
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
so now he's chasing you? Got like a
It's
Nexus
a Saturday
shark?
morning cartoon. You can do whatever you want in these
Okay.
things.
We gotta have to let him through though, right? Oh, he doesn't care.
Oh, don't die. Did it.
Oh, that's the explosion?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you got to this planet, it had been evacuated because it was haunted, and it turns out, you know, the hauntings were actually just these, like, trans-dimensional gates with these nether creatures.
Like,
so
do you see that stuff when you're moving the camera? Weird.
Is it ready?
a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
They built their own dimension.
What a great animation team.
You
Yeah.
have to concentrate.
These
on
characters
what you
kind of look
want
like
to find.
Borderlands style a little bit. Like that guy could be an enemy in Borderlands, and I believe you.
Don't be afraid to share your pain.
It's got a little bit more of the kind of cell shady-ish look that Ratchet and Clank don't have.
the Nethers.
Like, look at that.
Those Nethers?
Yeah, those guys look real mean, though.
Welcome, all of you.
They're like Nether
We're getting
Sauron?
closer. We'll have you out soon.
Oh yeah, definitely caption that. Nakdo Enid
Don't
Aron.
push. Look how far we've come. It's taken time. But the walls between our worlds are wearing thinner by the day.
I really like that they caption it.
No. No one knows about Planet Silox. The city's been abandoned for decades. We saw to that.
Do you think that's part of like a larger creature, or do you think that's the whole thing?
I don't know. Yeah, just have to fight that giant eye at some point. Oh,
Kill them.
she doesn't look happy. I don't think you two could be
She's tried
friends.
to kill us a couple times before.
Come on, we gotta go.
Nightmare box. Is there no quick switch with like the D-pad
You
or
can.
something? Okay.
Our Nethers.
But you only switch between, you know, your most recent
Right.
one.
Oh, jeez.
I always liked the, oh, god damn it. The disco ball weapon.
Yeah.
Like the joke got old pretty quick, but
Groovatron.
yeah, it was a lot of fun to use. Just keep it simple. Get out of here.
Nethers.
And it's really weird what they've been trying to do with this franchise.
Like,
Like
all the
post Crack in Time, like they did
non-platform games.
All for One, which was not a good game. It was just a really, you know, at least when you play like the Mario multiplayer ones, you can still kind of enjoy those solo.
Yeah.
And I think you could play that game one player, but like you wouldn't want to. It's not made for that. Oh, this is the first time I've seen Quark. And then they made like a weird tower defense-y type game last year that basically no one knows came out.
Well, this one kind of went under the radar too.
Sony has made some really curious decisions with some of their games this fall. You know, the PS4 is obviously the thing everyone is really excited about, rightfully so. It's a brand new platform, new console. But you've got this game coming out, getting completely buried. You've got Tearaway coming out, which is a fantastic game. I've been playing that. It's awesome. The
When
best
is-
use of anything on the Vita.
When is that out?
Friday,
Oh, wow.
or today, or whenever this goes up, like November 22nd.
No.
And no one's gonna buy that,
No. Yes.
but you should. It's really good.
I have to get a Vita. I'm waiting to see if there's a Black Friday thing.
I've been wondering, someone proposed this, I was going back and forth with some folks on Ye Olde Tumblr, is the idea of like, what if they would release a Vita that didn't play Vita games, but was just a remote play device? Because most of the,
Or crossplay stuff.
All right.
no, it would just be a streaming screen that had controls on it.
Sure the real one is safe.
Because most of the cost in that device has to be the ability to play Vita games, right?
I don't know.
that OLED screen?
I have no idea.
If we destroy this one, the Progs will be
Like if they could just release a $100 remote play device.
We must get to planet Silox.
Yes, let's spend more time in this haunted sector filled with insidious space demons.
Relax, Quark. It isn't haunted, but if you like, maybe you can just support us from space.
Is his voice different?
Ratchet? I
Yeah.
don't think so. They're doing a movie too.
Really?
Yeah.
Like full length?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe we will see a PS4 or I guess so. I mean, it is Sony that owns this IP?
Yeah.
Okay. Even though Insomniac has gone on to do cross-platform stuff?
Yeah, but they still, you know, they're still making this stuff for Sony, and but both of these IPs, Resistance and okay, so we are gonna go to different planets. Let's go see what that one is. Both Resistance and
Ratchet
and Ratchet are both, you know, such insomnia. Like, would you give these brands to someone else? Like, that would be strange.
Oh, no, I would hope not.
Which one do you want to go to?
Go to the,
So I bet this
the
is
fire
it.
one.
Maybe, I mean, maybe you'll go to these planets too. But it's certainly not, man, like the...
Wait, did you go to the fire one?
Oh, did you not want to go to that one? I heard you wrong. I must have heard you wrong.
Planet Craig.
Well, Destructipalooza.
Hmm.
I could probably just get out and go to the other one.
Oh, I don't care.
Fine.
Oh, wait. What's all this?
Oh, this is gonna be like an arena thing?
What's all this then?
Oh yeah, I ran into some advertisement for Destructipalooza. You can win a jetpack thing by completing this.
The jetpack sounds good.
They had a pretty good crack about it. It's like, oh, come compete in the Destructipalooza and win this oddly specific jetpack.
It's pretty
Which
good.
was the line, and I thought that's a good way of handling that.
A little self-aware,
Yeah.
in the right kind of way.
All right, sure. Let's see if we can do this.
Yeah, you feel good? See if we can buy other weapons here.
You look like a Lombax in need of a good weapon.
Oh, I
Mr.
love
Zircon.
Mr. Zircon.
Can you not buy him? Buy him?
I don't have enough money. Oh man, I used him all the time.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I leveled him up, so quit weapon trial.
You're gonna have to
Well, I should get some
money from this thing.
yeah. What's this?
Armor?
Armor?
The new line just arrived, sir.
Ooh.
Thug armor.
Fog armor. Tough, machine washable.
They also have really good voice actors.
Yeah.
Like consistently.
Like the series is, you know, as evidenced by its titles or subtitles rather, super cheesy, but in a really delightful, in a really earnest sort of way, and it gets sold really well by the voice actors. Like they pull off the lines in a way that I think lesser voice actors wouldn't. This is probably a good spot to just grind your upgrades too.
Yeah. Nightmare box.
Boom. I guess it also works as sort of like an aggro.
I feel like that what comes out of the Nightmare box seems to be pretty different each time.
This round goes to the Lombax.
It looks like I should probably be able to do this pretty easily.
This one is brought to you by the wonderful folks at Grummelnet.
Yeah, buddy. Do it. Are you gonna keep your machines hooked up?
I already unhooked my PS3, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably have to put it back for this.
Once you get through AC4 and then there's nothing else to play?
That's a sad proposition, Patrick. I'm gonna want to play Dark Souls 2 on it as well.
That's true.
I just don't have a lot of room in my entertainment center.
Are you like full on HDMI ports though?
No, I could probably drop in a couple more. It's just literally room in the entertainment center. Yeah, Xbox One is a big system.
Yeah, it is.
And the PS3 is no slouch either. PS4 seems a little, footprint seems a little better.
Do you have a slim PS3?
No.
Okay. My 60 gig crapped out, and then I was forced to buy a slim.
Thinking about maybe just moving them to a different room.
Sure.
I've got an office that my wife uses for work. It also has a bed in it. Also has a ton of boxes in it.
Okay.
Also has all our books in it.
Okay.
and maybe it will now have a PS3 in it. Because I just have a flat screen TV that I never hooked up.
Yeah.
Because when we got this new place, we just never hooked it up. We only have one TV in the house.
Right.
But we do have a flat screen sitting in the closet. So maybe I'll just, stick that up against the wall and plug in a PS3.
I did it. I did it, Vinny.
You're pretty good.
Yeah, that's true.
But you blew all that money on that armor, so no Zircon for you.
Where there's a will, there's a way. I guess I got 3,000 for that.
Well,
All right, I mean, should we go see at least see what that other planet is, and then we'll close this out?
And then say goodbye.
This seems really a nice return to form, especially if you were disenchanted like I was with the last two that they've done.
Hit that thing.
Getting some bolts.
There you
What's
go.
he doing?
It's a dude stuck with his head in the ground, it looks like.
You should get that looked at.
Yeah, it's been long enough that
that I'm just okay with more of it.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot like it. It's a very weird mix of, you do attacking creatures in a Mario game, but not in the way that this game is, and I just find all of its systems really satisfying. I like the characters, I like the world.
I've always been okay with the humor too. Like,
yeah, I legitimately laugh at some of the stuff, even when it's really goofy and dumb.
It was just Quest for Booty was the only one.
I know you're following me. You know, when Ness and I first got here, this city was filled with people. People who didn't understand what it's like to grow up alone. They had mothers and fathers who cared for them. All we had was each other. But that's going to change soon.
I remember, was it Tools of Destruction that had like the ship combat in space?
You don't think she's gonna bring that thing into our world?
And you would go to the different planets?
Jeez, like vaguely.
You remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Like there was a lot going on in those games.
I don't remember it being that great though.
No, there's I think a reason they got rid of it. I think they got rid of that stuff and
Like kind of like the gummy ship.
oh god, Kingdom Hearts. Whatever, I liked that first game. Second game, not so much.
Seems fairly deserted.
Yeah,
What could go wrong here?
I like my new armor though.
Yeah, me too.
It's pretty cool looking. Oh,
Those ghosts. Nexus ghosts.
yes. Games always just had really cool art design too.
Yeah.
It's just
Nice draw distances.
like it's very colorful, but not in like the really simplistic, striking sort of way that like I just played through 3D World, so that's like what's on my mind. Like this has like really detailed textures and things like that. There's like a little bit of grit to it, but it's still kind of like bright and colorful.
Everyone sure left in a hurry. Let's see if we can clear that track.
You put a bomb in there? What are you putting in that thing?
No.
What's that one?
Oh. So it looks like level 3 is what you can. So when I upgraded those bombs,
Oh.
I guess that's about all you can get
So
up
you think
to.
you maxed it out?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't seem to be.
Can you respec like what you put the points into?
No, I don't think so. So now I don't even want to use that anymore. What's the point? If I ain't gaining XP.
Right.
All right, so now I upgraded a Ratchet, which appears so far to just be.
I think you did
additional
find,
health.
definitely did found nanotech and stuff. Wow, that thing is frightening.
We wanted to go home.
What's that monkey?
We've been here too long.
That's really good.
So we decided to bring a home to us.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, is he like a spark plug
Yeah.
or battery?
In the intro of the game, they had this kind of interesting mechanic where you were sort of jetting around the world with these like gravity boots, which they've had a little bit in the other games, but has been largely ditched since the intro.
They had it in Future. You're like jet
Yeah,
boots?
no, yeah.
Do you not have them anymore? Oh, you don't have them anymore in this.
They just haven't given me a reason to use them.
Nice.
And you're collecting rhino
still?
parts. Yep.
Jeez. Really? Like you still need to get it's a rocket launcher, right?
I think so, yeah. Let's see, is there another? Oh, I'm gonna save for you, Mr. Zircon. Blast Striker 45.
Yeah, I never
so
liked
that's
the blades.
4. So that'll fill up all my slots, and I bet that's everything. If it's only this planet, and or 2 other ones, I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit more, but it seems like a pretty limited game. Because like Crack in Time was pretty long, like 12, 13 hours probably. Like it was not a short game by any stretch.
And who knows, maybe he'll fight in the Nether.
Yeah, there are more of those, and I bet that world will like somehow collapse onto ours, and maybe they'll do something cool with that. But
This
yeah, I
is
don't
cool.
know. This
$30?
Yeah, $30. I've been really enjoying it. I booted it up this morning, was dicking around with it well past the point where, you know, I felt prepared for a quick look and found myself really enjoying it. So
I wonder going forward how much PlayStation Plus stuff will be PS3 and PS4. Like, you think this would make it onto like a free PlayStation Plus thing, or you think they're just gonna focus on PlayStation 4?
I guess they push the PS4 stuff, but you know, the nice thing is now the PlayStation Store has a pretty decent web interface, and you can go on and redeem your stuff there. You know, because with PlayStation Plus, all you have to do is click purchase, but not download, so that it's part of your lineup. So there are ways of, if they continue to do things like that, making sure that's in your library. But
I just mean in terms of like a free.
Right.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, Patrick.
Yeah, that's Ratchet Clank. $30.
Nice little treat.
Battle of Nexus into the Nexus. Nexus. It seems pretty awesome. If you're a fan of these games, I think you'll really enjoy it. So thanks, Vinny.
I believe that
Thank
console
you.
is a relay station for the thugs' communication.